So I'm making some white chocolate, lime and cranberry bark. So I'm just melting some white chocolate in a pan. Melting white chocolate in a bowl over a pan of water. So it's just started melting now. I've turned the heat off so the chocolate doesn't check, which means it doesn't turn out into a great big solid lump. So I need the chocolate to liquefy so I can pour it. So I'll just carry on doing this. So I've heated this up for about 5 minutes or so, and as you can see it's now nice and liquidy. Just a couple of little lumps in there to dissolve. So this is the chocolate spread out on the baking sheet, and so now I'm going to add some lime zest. Sprinkle that evenly, well, as evenly as I can, over this white chocolate. Such a nice combination to have the white chocolate, which is quite sweet, with the contrasting sharpness of the lime. Then I'm going to add some dried sweetened cranberries. It's quite difficult to hold a camera and do this at the same time, so not very sensible, but I just thought you might like to see. So just a few more cranberries. I think I poured out too many. And then what we do now is just leave this to cool down for a little while, and then I shall put it in the fridge, and then it will be broken up into pieces, and then it will be ready to eat. So this is what the chocolate bark looks like when it's broken up. You can break it into great big chunks or little chunks, and it's delicious. So what have I been up to recently? Well, I bought myself this box. As you can see, it's in a bit of a state. I think it was used to store paintbrushes in, but I believe the original use for this box was to store gloves in. Anyway, so I think I paid too much for it, to be honest. But anyway, the reason I bought it was for this image on the front, which I absolutely fell in love with. So I just had to get this box, and I did a quick search on it, and I think it was probably made, it's post-war, post-Second World War, Japanese influence design. You can tell by the faces, and a nice stylized painting or transfer, I'm not sure. But the funny thing is this is kind of the kind of style that I like, and nice bold shapes. I like the colours, and funny enough, I just got a late Christmas present from my sister, and she bought me these paints, and I think they're the Kuretake, and I think they're Art Nouveau. They're the ones I said to her that I wanted, and I love these colours, and they're reminiscent of the colours in the box. So if you take a look at her dress here, that looks like a vermilion shade, and yeah, a lot of the colours in this paint box are similar to what is on this box. So anyway, I like this, even though it's in a very poor condition inside. And I probably will use this to store my own paintbrushes in as well. I just loved it. I just love this design. And it's not something you see much of. The other thing I've been doing is I've made some more downloadable sheets on some of my designs. These are abstract faces in nature, and there's 3 images here. And these are on the Buy Me a Coffee page to download if you're interested. So I picked these 3 images. I like this one. Actually, the original of this, the painting I did, sold at the when I did the art exhibition this year. So this one, the painting of it actually sold. So those 3 images are available. And then what else I've been doing is this design, which is also on the Buy Me a Coffee page, I've made into a cross-stitch pattern, but it still needs work. It needs a lot of refinement, and I'm actually going to see if I can actually do this myself. I've got this cross-stitch kit here, which I've had for years, and I don't particularly want to do this image here, but it does come with the fabric, Aida it's called. I think this is 16 count, so that means 16 holes per inch on this fabric, and it's got the threads there and a needle, so I don't need to go looking through my supplies. I'll just use this, and I'll just do a quick well, I'll start here in the middle, and I'll just try and see if I can actually replicate this. And if there's any problems, they should come up as I'm trying to stitch it, and then I can redo this pattern again, making adjustments where necessary.